afternoon. Woo! Got 2 live streams going. Fascinating. Oh my goodness. I've not done it on the Mac for so long. I don't know if it's going to work very well. We'll soon find out. I've got a stream of light just there. I'm going to move you this way, both of you. Oh. Just going to bring you across. There you go. At the moment, I've still got Pinny on because I'm just about to cut my cake. Have a little yummy cake. Absolutely. I've got a stream of light just down the middle. Is that helping at all? I don't know where that is from. I have no idea where that stream of light is coming from. Hey, Simon. Oh, I've got a light down the middle. We can't do anything about it. I'm going to have to put a big light on it. Might get rid of it. Whoa! For some reason I've got a big light down the middle and we've no idea why. Oh, sat with my cake on it. This is the cake I've made. It's going to be a little video going on Annabelle's Adventures. It's carrot cake. Any idea why I would have made carrot cake? Now, just before I do that, I've got 2 streams going. One original Annabelle Big Cut Bras, one Annabelle's Adventures. So I'm having to reply to both of you. Hey, Thomas, how are we doing this afternoon? Carlos, welcome. Thank you very much for popping in. Hey, good afternoon, Emma Louise. Thank you very much. Oh, good afternoon, Simon, Stephen. It is a carrot cake. And I'll tell you why I've made a carrot cake. I could have done a Victoria sponge, but a good Victoria sponge would have taken about 6 eggs. And during wartime when rationing, everything was rationed unless you had your own chickens in the backyard or your allotment. And not many people did. And so I thought about what cake would have been made with conservative rations, and because sugar was rationed, eggs were rationed, butter was rationed, I made carrot cake because carrots were so easy to grow and carrots are very sweet, and they use carrots to substitute for sweetness, hence carrot cake came about. Thomas, no I don't do TikTok anymore. 2 weeks ago, just in case you've not read anything on my YouTubes, which is highly possible, I've literally half my business 2 weeks ago. I did live streams on both about it, and there's a video going, why I half my business. Hey Artie, how are we doing? So I'm just going to cut my carrot cake up. Woo! I decided life was too short to be a little hamster on a wheel going round and round and round, and I stopped half my business. Oh, I'm so excited about this. I'm just hoping it's worked really well. Ooh, that's nice. Just trying to get you to see it as well. I'm not good at this shared streaming business. What a shame you can't join in. It's a bit cruel saying come for afternoon tea and watch me eat it. I think it's penny off time. Thank you very much. Ooh, just trying to undo it now. What have I done here? Oh, too many knots and bows. Oh my word. She's trapped in a pinny forever. Oh my goodness, what did I do? Right. Let's make the tea next. With the whistly kettle that they would have had in wartime. They really would. I am going to take this out for a minute and pop this in because my Mac's looking really dark and it shouldn't do. Right, let's make a cup of tea. Ooh. It's a piece of... Get rid of that. Hey, good afternoon, Junior. Billy, how are we doing? Thanks for popping in. So let me tell you a little story. Let me get a stool to sit on. I don't talk about my family that much at all because unfortunately social media just has a habit of coming back to bite you. I'll put my jacket back on now and Junior's going to see something amazing. Oh, look. Oh my goodness. If you can see this badge, I purchased not the badge, just the postage. The badge was free and they still are free on the site I purchased it on. I'll put the link on here for you to go and look. Right, let's make this tea. Hi David, how are we doing today? Good morning, good afternoon. Hey, welcome, welcome. Oh, look at my carrot cake I've made for afternoon tea. It's a huge piece. I will not be eating all of this, trust me. Oh, that icing's good. Oh, look at this. I am so impressed. Oh, let the tea brew for a minute. Oh, and yes, I am wearing stockings. We have got to be a little mindful because I've also got Annabelle's Adventures live streaming too, and they are quite fussy at what I put on. This is today, this badge, it's today, it's VE Day. Somebody's asking me on Annabelle's Adventures what's it for. And it's the 80th anniversary of the end, or mark the end, of World War II, victory in Europe. Yay! Now, I did try to contact them on Instagram. They don't reply to messages. They don't allow anybody to write to them. I did tag them in, and I've written to them by email saying what's the point of having message on Instagram if you're not allowing people to write to you. Artie, I have to say, now this is going to sound absolutely crackers saying this while I'm sat here talking to you on YouTube, but I don't count YouTube the same as other social media sites, so that's my caveat. TikTok is the most, I'm going to have to use my words very carefully here, is the most toxic, TikTok is the most toxic social media there is. That's why I came off. The people don't no longer go on to watch fun, dancing, laughs, little skits, people telling their stories. It's turned into a money-making QVC, an emotional site that has sort of more of a GoFundMe feel. But the criticisms are unbelievable. If you want to see more of my nails, you know where to go. The link is on the site here. Please stop asking. It has. They've ruined it themselves. So that's why. Hey, Alex on Annabelle's Adventures, please don't ask that on here, as I will have to block you. There you go. It's funny, isn't it? You can ask what you like on these sites, but if I write it, I'd be in trouble and probably thrown off. If you write something, it doesn't seem to matter. I'm not telling you what is written. Absolutely. There is a lovely girl on TikTok called Amy. She shares her life with her one daughter. And she has a lot of gifting given, a lot of branding given. She really makes an effort to tell people about the good, the bad of things. She has really good, big, well-named and small companies send her stuff. The criticism this poor girl has got for not sharing her stuff that she probably doesn't need, that she's been given free and she should be giving it away, is unbelievable. But that's another story for another day. I was going to talk to you about VE Day. Now you can you can listen or not. It is just little funny things that have come to mind this week. And I say I very rarely talk about my family, let alone my parents. No longer here, either of them, very, very long time ago. But my father was in the Navy, and one thing I always found really funny about this is he couldn't swim. He didn't learn to swim until he was 55, and then he only learned to swim a breadth. I think he did attempt a length, but I don't think he got a badge for it. David, I haven't put it on here yet. I put it on my Instagram this morning. I've had a busy morning and I forgot. It's by a company called the Westminster Collection. And it was always quite a standing joke because they didn't care. They just wanted people to sign up, to support and work for your country. That's what you did. Whether you could swim or not was irrelevant. They could teach you that. What they couldn't teach you was grit, determination, and I'm going in to fight. That's what they couldn't teach you. But he couldn't swim. Always made me laugh, that. And when they did, he was in the local paper where he lived, showing his badge, and he was so proud of this badge to swim. But he had a couple of little funny quotes, my father. He was a funny guy. He was quite a small guy. He was only about 5'6". Completely bald head, tiny little bit for a while, and then he had all of it gone. His story why he had a bald head. This is why some of your parents' stories when you're little, you do wonder if they're made up. This was definitely, I believed it for years. He did say he did have a lot of hair, and in some pictures there are with him hair many, many years before. Apparently he was a bit of a troublemaker at home, which I can't understand why, because he was always so lovely. And he said he got in trouble by putting next door's cat in the pram they had. They had a pram. And he put the cat in the pram, and the cat fell asleep in the pram. Anyway, he got in trouble for doing this. So his mother, I mean, you dread to think of this, got the frying pan and hit him on the head with it. He told me the grease from the frying pan took his hair off his head. I believed him for years. I don't think it was true, really. I just think he didn't have that sort of gene to have a lot of hair. Just going to wiggle down a little. I'm a bit high up here. Oh, that's better. Now we have two very good sort of sayings, my father, and one is absolutely true. Thank you very much, Maisie's85. He said to me, nothing is ever lost. So if you lose something, you can never lose it. If it's in your home and you've lost it and you know it was in the home, then you can't have lost it. It's just somewhere. And he made me look for stuff that I would say, can't find it, lost it, it's nowhere. And then he'd ask that really annoying question. Well, where did you last have it? Well, if I knew where I last had it, it wouldn't be lost, would it? His patience was unbelievable. He would come and help me look through cupboards and drawers, go through the bin, and it would be somewhere. I've put it for safety, because we all do that. He was a very outgoing guy. I wonder where I get that from. Auntie, do they say that? Well, where did you last have it? If I knew where I last had it, it wouldn't be lost, would it? He was a very jolly chap. He would talk to anybody, and his logic was they might not have anybody else to talk to them. They might not have anybody said hello to them that day. That is why when I walk down the road and people pass me, I say hello, good morning. It's polite, it's manners. I don't care if they don't do it back. Now, the Dutch are very hot on this. If you go to the Netherlands on holiday, you will find that out. They speak to everybody. You walk down the street and they say goedemorgen or goedemiddag. And if you don't say it back, they shoot a glance at you like, but I think that's good. I'm going to just jump over to Annabelle's Adventures because I'm not really chatting to them. Michael, yes, I can do. Don't worry, I will do a little twirl. I've only got the one, Thomas. I will put a list on both YouTubes to tell you where you can now find me only. If you find anybody else in those places and you see pictures, it's not me. So I'll do that for you and put it on both YouTubes so you can see. It'll be in the info, in the bio, the only social media sites I have. And then you'll know it's me. Because he would talk to anybody. And I remember the very first time I had to go and address a whole group of people when I first started work. I wasn't terrified. I was just unsure that I might forget what to talk about. And he gave two really good bits of advice. And I know we've all heard probably the first one. It's not really what you want to hear from your father, but he says, just imagine them all sat there naked. And that always made me laugh. But he said, always have a plan. Always have an anecdote. If you get really stuck, you can always say a little story. Relatable to what you're talking about, but get them to laugh. Start off with a really radical sentence. And that worked a treat. I did that at every time I would stand up having to do a talk. And the last one he would say is smile, because it's free. Doesn't cost you anything, and you can give it away every day. And that person you're smiling to might not have seen anybody all day and might not have had any conversation with anybody else. So there you go. A few other things about him. He never drank tea, only ever had coffee. Disliked mushrooms and rice, and I'll tell you for why. He was in the Navy. He was in the Navy for a very long time, from signing up to literally when everybody demobbed. Literally, he was in for a very long time. And he spent so much time in the Far East eating rice and mushrooms and anything that was spicy. When he came home, couldn't eat any of it. I couldn't even bring a Chinese or an Indian takeaway into the house because he couldn't deal with it. But he was the funniest guy. He was such a laugh. He'd get up and start the dancing off, as embarrassing as it was then. Everybody loved him. Everybody wanted to chat to him and talk to him. And if I was ever going to events and things, people would go, bring your dad, he's so funny. Because he could tell so many stories and situations. He was such a lovely guy. Oh, thank you very much, Corkscrew. Thank you very much, Freddie, Thomas. Now I am getting jolly warm in here. I'm hoping I'll put the heating on. Let me show you my dress, because I keep getting asked about it. I've got 3 polka dot dresses. I'm doing very good, tragic Montana. My parents were very outgoing parents. I don't talk about my mum much at all. She was a head teacher. And my goodness me, I suppose in those days it was very different. I would never have spoken to my parents how people speak to their parents now. There was one look, and we all know what that look was, don't we? It was this look of, that's it, you've gone too far, stop right now. That doesn't seem to happen anymore, which is a bit of a shame. These are beautiful. I've got 3 of them. I've got the red and white, chocolate and white, and a navy and white. And I do apologise for the lightness. It's not very light in here today at all. The weather's a bit yucky too. It's not helping. Right, I'm going to try my cake. Oh, she's excited about the cake. Absolutely with you on there. Life's too short, for goodness sake. Ooh. Mmm. Oh my goodness. Oh. Well, that is so sweet. It's really nice though. No, Artie, not my thing at all, I'm afraid to say. I have been to the battlefields in Belgium and in northern France. I took my dad when he was on his own for a trip, and we had the most wonderful 5 days. Got tipsy on ginger beer. Wasn't a great drinker. Liked a little whiskey now and again, and a little sherry. That's where I get the sherries from. I love a sherry, me. Matt, I've never been to the Philippines, but what an invite. Oh, ginger beer is gorgeous. You've obviously not had the best ginger beer in the world. From the US of A, Billy Hollinsworth, how are you doing? Kieran, it is. Belgium's lovely. If you ever want to do those sort of trips, there's a company called Ledger Holidays, whether they're still going. I hope they are, because they were absolutely brilliant. Oh, Annabelle's Adventures. Oh, thank you very much, Freddie. Chris, I cannot answer that on YouTube, Annabelle's Adventures. Please be mindful. It's not appropriate. You're very good on the original Annabelle, this lot. Ooh, like a room full of toddlers. It was, the company were on Amazon, Peter. I can't find them anymore. I've come across them on Google somewhere. It was a company called Viva La Rosa, and they were based in mid England, sort of Nottinghamshire way, but I can't find them anymore. Absolutely, Artie, you should see some of the... Even I'm blushing. This is gorgeous. I wish I could share it with you. I'm going to have to give some of it away as well, because I can't eat it all. Oh, absolutely gorgeous. Hey, Swifty, good afternoon on Annabelle's Adventures. I'm streaming live on both, if you're confused. Doesn't take a lot to confuse me. I'm easily confused because I'm blonde. Oh my God, I would have loved to have tried that, Julia. Woo! Apart from ginger, I dread to think what else was in it. I went on a holiday with my parents a very long time ago. I was 12. Here's a little story for you. Nothing to do with wartime or anything, but we went to Belgium. Well, there was one reason we went as well. There was a little trip my father wanted to do, which I went with him. I don't remember much about him. And the other family we went with, the son of the family and the dad we went to Arnhem. Anyway, we ended up in Belgium. We stayed in a lovely little, I would say like a centre park. It wasn't then because they didn't exist. Similar style, just out of Zeebrugge. We went from Felixstowe to Zeebrugge on a ship, on a boat, on a big ferry, 6 months before it sank. We went on the Herald of Free Enterprise, Townsend Torrenson, to Belgium and back. And I remember stood on the back of this ferry going out of the port from England, and my dad explaining how the ferry worked, because I had no idea. I was quite a tomboy in those days. And he said, look, they don't shut the doors till they're quite a way out. So you could see, not water was coming in, but it was very low to the water. Eventually they do. That was the downfall of the Herald of Free Enterprise. How scary is that? But that's not all the story. We got these little go-karts, because I didn't ride a bike. Another story there. I've never learned to ride a bike. I did once, went on a bike, fell off it, front teeth went. I was only about 5. I was hopeless. I had 2 left feet. Amazing I could dance at all. But we went out on these go-karts. We went into this little village, pedalling away. Can't remember much of this at all. Got a dreadful memory. And we got drinks at a local cafe. Parents would have had tea, coffee, I'm guessing, and they saw this sign, ginger beer. So they ordered, all us children, ginger beer. We spent the afternoon asleep, all of us, because it was alcoholic ginger beer. My mother never forgave herself. Oh, good afternoon everybody on Annabelle's Adventures. Hope you're having a lovely Thursday. We just need a bit more warm weather. And that's why I probably like ginger beer today. I would have loved to have tried that ginger beer though, Junior. My goodness me. Ginger beers today, the best ones are Fentimans, I think. And there is one in a can. Is it called Iris or Idris or something like that? That's really good. But the ones they serve in pubs and bars with no known make or anything are pretty unexciting. I do love ginger. Yeah, you've got to get the right one, else it just doesn't taste anything gingery. Oh, afternoon tea and cake. Yum. Oh. And one last funny little story. My dad ended up on his own for a few years. And he had to learn to cook, because my mother used to do the cooking. My dad was a washer-upper and putter-awayer. We didn't have things like dishwashers in those days. My dad was a dishwasher. And so he had to learn to cook, and he did. He learned very well how to cook. He got books out the library. He spent ages learning how to make cakes, how to cook dinners, and he wanted to entertain his friends. So he did little mini dinner parties with like prawn cocktail. He'd probably do a coq au vin, which is chicken and red wine, and probably sort of a Black Forest gatto or something typically of that era. And he would phone me up at work and ask me questions about cooking. And if I was in meetings, somebody would say, "Your dad's on the phone." And I always used to answer, because I was always a bit concerned about him on his own. So this one time I was in a big meeting with lots of people who I'd known for a long time, who knew about my dad. And I took the call and I said, "Hey Dad, I'm in a meeting, is it really urgent?" And he did make me laugh. He said, I've got a dinner tomorrow, he said, but I don't think I've made the prawn cocktail sauce right, the Mary Rose sauce. Your mother used to do it, what am I missing? And then somebody must have realised, went, "No, put your dad on loudspeaker." I said, "Dad, you're on loudspeaker with 15 other people." Everybody was chipping into this prawn cocktail recipe. It was like, I don't know what it was like, but it was so funny. It was going, no, you don't put that in it. No, you put this in it, you put that in it. My mother used to make it. Prawn cocktail sauce, if you've had it in the shops, you've tasted nothing like it. That isn't prawn cocktail sauce. Absolutely, Junior, that's how a good ginger beer will do. You take one sip, you're either coughing or you can't talk for a while. That's the best ginger beer. My mother would chop onion finely as you can. Celery, I know, bit of a throw out there, but tiny, really as small as you can physically chop it, to the point where you can hardly see it. That's how small you want to do it. You need natural yogurt, you need tomato puree, and you need mayonnaise. You also need a sprinkling of paprika, and you need lemon juice, and a drop or two of Worcestershire sauce. Put it all together, mix it up, throw it over your prawns, add a bit more paprika. Perfect. It's the lemon juice that does the business. So we sat all round this boardroom table, all chipping in on how to make prawn cocktail sauce. My boss never let me live that down. "Oh, don't leave it till just Christmas Day." Oh, I do it quite often. I love it. You need some really crispy iceberg lettuce underneath. Leave one bigger prawn, put it on the side, always looks quite good. Now, my father was a photographer. I don't know if I've ever told you this. He was a very, very good photographer. That's what he did. When he came out the Navy, he started doing it in the Navy. And then he carried on with it, and he got very, very good at doing it. And ended up running his own business. But prior to that, he worked for the foreign press, travelled all over the world doing that job. I was the guinea pig. If he ever got a new camera or a new lens, me and my mum had to sit there looking like we were in a film studio while he was taking pictures. And he just loved to make people happy. That's all he was there for. That was his total life, and he loved to take pictures. But his one big skill of that, and a lot of people do it now and think it's all new. He did weddings. He was a very good wedding photographer. He'd never have you line up. He didn't want you all in straight lines. He wanted it to be fun, and he would take random pictures, and people thought this was fabulous. Because he said you're going to see people really enjoying themselves if they don't think they're being taken a picture of. Absolutely, he was on loudspeaker. I did a Skype call. My dad came and stayed with me and came into my office, and I had to go away for 2 days. And I got one of the girls to go and get him to sit in front of the computer at the office. And I was on Skype in another country. He found that absolutely amazing. Never. And the very last time I had a conversation with him, I just got my first work phone. And I phoned him on this work phone, on a mobile. It was about the size of a house. Remember the Del Boy one in Only Fools and Horses? It was like that. I don't know how to be quite honest, I don't know how I managed today, and probably some of you the same. I mean, we get frustrated if we don't have signal. Can you imagine what they would think nowadays of all the things we have? The phones, the Macs, the computers, the iPads, the watches that you can talk to somebody on, and you've even got glasses that take pictures. Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it, when you think about it? From when I was younger, and we would be out the whole day. You just go, see you later, we'll be fine, back before the street lights come on. That's when you knew you had to go. The brick, it was huge, Julie. I had to walk around with a case like this with it in. Good afternoon, Annabelles Adventures. Andrew Grimmer, good afternoon. How you doing? Well, thank you very much for joining me today, this afternoon. I've had a lovely time with you. I'm going to go and finish my tea, not finish that cake, finish a little bit of that cake. And then I've got a little bit to do, and then I'm going out for a little bit this afternoon. I'm going to watch some of the things that are on TV on BBC One this evening. There is also a little Strictly thing happening this evening as well. And then I'll be somewhere later on at 10 o'clock doing something. If you want to know where that is, you're going to have to pop over to Twitter to find it. Or follow the link on our original Annabelle if you can work out where that's going to be. When I've actually finished creating it, Artie, it's not quite finished yet because there's not quite an ending to it, but there is an end to it, if you know what I mean. I haven't done that as yet. I will be doing it. Right, I will see you all very soon. There will be more live streams coming regular, but not as regular as we were doing it, and I'll let you all know about that very soon. Have a lovely rest of your day. See you all soon. Enjoy your Thursday. I think the weather's picking up. It's going to be even better next week. Did you really? I never knew that. I wouldn't want one at all. I don't wear a watch, as you probably noticed. But just to even see it, I mean, I have enough trouble seeing it on my phone and reading it. Never mind, people read emails. How the heck do you do it? I do like the idea of the paying bit. But if you just happen to be passing something, does it swipe it and you'll end up paying for somebody else's coffee? You never know. Right, I'm going to go. See you all very soon. Thanks for coming. And enjoy the rest of your day. Bye for now. Thank you very much for watching on Annabelle's Adventures, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye for now.